both, neither, and either. Learn how to use these 3 words in this lesson and make sure to do the quiz. Yes, take the quiz. There are 2 quizzes actually, one at the beginning and one at the end. I want to test your knowledge, so stay with me until the end and subscribe. There's always a different kind of English lesson, but here we go. Guys, the first quiz is here because I wanted to take this quiz before watching the lesson to test your knowledge, see how it is going, okay? So look at the screen. I'm going to read the 5 phrases, and you have to decide if you should use neither or neither. The pronunciation can vary, either or both, okay? Let's take a look. Number 1, my best friend has 2 kids, but of them looks like her. Number 2, I'd like to visit Egypt, Mexico on my next vacation. 3, my boyfriend, I eat gluten because, and then we continue. 4, my neighbors have children. 5, you can stay here, come with me. It's your call. So take this first quiz, and later on, you will get more explanations about both, neither, and either. But let's get started with both. This is a good one, okay? And in a nutshell, both means the one and the other. That's basically what it means. So let's say you received 2 emails this morning. And interestingly, both of them came from the same person. So the one email and the other email came from the same person. So both of them were from the same person. Both Karen and Jim from the finance department are attending the meeting this afternoon. So the one and the other, Karen and Jim, will be attending the meeting this afternoon. I was both tired and frustrated. So here I'm using adjectives. I was both tired and frustrated, the one and the other. So I was feeling this and that. I was both tired and frustrated after I learned I wasn't getting promoted as my boss made me believe. Now, guys, the verbs that follow both will be in the plural form. Okay, so I can't say both my sister and my father likes. No. Both my sister and my father like to play video games. That is actually true. My father and my sister were both interested in getting a PS5. And guess what? They got a PS5. They're very happy about it. So you see, I used verb to be in the past, were both interested. So were, I don't use was. My father was, my sister was. No, I'm talking about the 2 people. They were both interested. And the position will vary as well. Take a look. When both refer to the subject of a clause, it can also be used before a main verb or after verb to be. As I am showing you in the example here, the 2 examples actually, okay? Alex and Andrew both won the competition. So when I'm using both to refer to the subject of the phrase, of the clause, I will use both before the verb, both go, both like, both study. And if it's verb to be, then it's after. Okay, look at the 2 examples again. Alex and Andrew both won the competition. So then I have both and then won. Okay, Alex and Andrew won the competition. Oh, Priscilla, is it necessary to add both? I'm adding the emphasis. The one and the other, they both won the competition. So that is wonderful, good for them. And in the other example that follows, I'm using verb to be just to show you that in this case, if both is referring to the subject, then it is after verb to be. My sister and my father were both interested in getting a PS5. Now, as I mentioned before, don't make this mistake. As I said, when I'm using both, I am going to use any verb I need in the plural form. Both my sister and my father like video games. I can't say likes, okay? Even though I'm talking about my sister, I'm talking about my father, I am going to use the plural form. Both my sister and my father like video games. So when I'm using both, pay attention to that. And for the members of the channel, hey, become a member, by the way, support the channel. This material that I'm showing you here will be available for download, okay? Now let's move on. Oops. Oh, where did I go? Here. Okay. Neither nor. Okay, I'm moving these lights again. While both means the one and the other, neither or neither will mean not the one and not the other. Okay, so not this one or the other, neither of them. So not this one or that one, not this one or that one. That's the idea. So we are going to use neither nor. It's not just neither and neither. Okay, I'm not just going to show you the word neither. And if you're expecting me to talk about me too, me neither, me either, that's not the focus today. I will make another video. Let me know if you would like me to come back and make a video about that, okay? So you will use neither nor to connect two negative options or subjects. So you will use the singular or the plural form. Here you have some possibilities, but in general, singular. Okay, in general, singular form. Neither Susan or neither. Neither Susan nor Jessica knows about the surprise party we are planning for her. So zip it for them, actually. So you see, neither Susan nor Jessica knows about the party. Okay, so zip it. So in this case, I have to use the verb in the singular form. But Priscilla, I'm talking about the two people here, Susan and Jessica. Yeah, I know, but it's different from both. Okay, in this case, I will use the verb in the singular form. As I said, if the focus is on individuals or the two as separate entities, okay, then it's possible to use the verb in the plural, to know, okay, then they know. But then you have to analyze the context, because in many cases the focus is on the singular idea, the group considered collectively, considered as one. So in this case, I would use knows, okay? That's what I meant in the previous example. Neither Susan or Jessica knows about the surprise party. But in a nutshell, guys, in real life, in real conversations, when we're not considering these technicalities, in most scenarios, native speakers will opt for singular, okay? Plural is possible, but in most cases, they will stick with the singular option. So neither Susan nor Jessica knows about the party. Now, it is possible to use neither or neither without nor, okay? Take a look at the example here. Neither of the students knew about the test. So it is pretty obvious that I'm talking about a few options here. Neither of the students knew about the exam, about the test. Did you tell the students about the exam? No, neither of them know, okay? So we use neither without nor when you're making a simple negation about one thing, or remember one group of things that represent one group, you know, many people or many things that represent one group, then it's possible, okay? Or when the context makes it clear that you're making a negation, that you're negating multiple options without explicitly using nor. So in this case, I don't need to say neither Susan, nor Jack, nor Philip, nor... I can understand that there are many options here. There are multiple options, so I don't need to use nor, okay? Look, I wanted to go to Paris and Rome, but neither was affordable. Unfortunately, that is my case right now. I'm not traveling this year. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? I could be wrong. So see, I wanted to go to Paris and Rome, but neither was possible. I can understand from context. You were talking about Rome and Paris. Neither was affordable, so I can get it. I don't need to repeat it again. But neither Paris nor Rome, okay? I don't need to say that. So this is the idea, Okay, so when the context, as I mentioned, has already established the options, you just wanted to negate both without nor. So this is very common, okay? And before I continue, if you can support the channel by hitting like or maybe sharing this video with a friend, mwah, I appreciate it. And check the links in the description of this video in case you're interested in becoming my student, learning more about my content. But let's keep rolling, shall we? Either or. This option or this option, the one or the other. So that's the idea of either or, okay? So that's the goal. So you choose one of two options. You can either hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. Which one do you choose? Please stay, don't go. So that's the idea. Right now, you can have either tea or coffee. Which one would you like? Coffee. Tell me in the comments, would you pick coffee or tea? Are you a coffee person or a tea kind of person? I want to know. Let's say you can pick either sushi or pasta. Which one would you pick? Sushi or pasta? Either sushi or pasta. You decide. Let me know. So one or the other, okay? That's typically when I am going to use either or, okay? So now moving on, both, either, neither, plus of, plus object pronouns. So it is possible, and there may be even more explanations. I can use of plus object pronouns. I can also use plus nouns. There are more explanations. I'm not going to cover everything, okay? I don't want to make this lesson too long. But always keep in mind that when I make these lessons here on my channel, there's always more information that I may not have covered. So if you have questions, you can let me know. Now, guys, take a look. Neither of us wanted to leave early. So remember, I imagine that there were maybe two, maybe three, and neither of us wanted to leave early. I'm pretty sure it's like two people, you know. Neither of us wanted to leave early. Neither of them knew the answer. I asked Tim and Susie how to fix this computer, but neither of them knew the answer. And I could simply say neither, but neither knew the answer. But it's also possible to say neither of them, the object pronoun, me, you, her, him, it, us, them, okay? So neither of you is responsible. Priscilla, you is? Wait a minute. Neither is. That's the agreement, okay? Gotcha. Another one here with either. Either of you can help me. So are you, it doesn't matter. Either of you, no problems, I don't care. So remember, that's the idea of either or either. You or you, either of you can fix this. I don't care who does it, as long as it gets fixed. Typically what a boss would say. Either of them can attend the meeting. It doesn't matter. Patricia or Philip, either of them. I don't really care much. Either of us is willing to help. So maybe it's me and my boyfriend, and we can say, well, either of us can help, you know, you decide. And again, remember that I'm using is because of the agreement. The same thing follows with either, okay? Both of us are going to the party. Both of them enjoy the movie. Both of you need to submit your report. So you see here, both of you need. No needs. I can't. With both, always in the plural. Got it? So are you ready for another quiz? Let's go. Here you have to choose, okay? In most of them, you have to choose, well, in all of them, you have to choose the correct option. So take a look. Number 1, both of her want to join us. Both of her wants to join us. Both of them want to join us. Number 2, complete the sentence with both or neither. 3, choose the correct option again. Neither of us have seen the movie. Neither of us have seen the movie. Neither of us haven't seen the movie. Number 4, you can choose A, B, or C. Got it? Number 5, complete the sentence. Blah, blah, blah of the books was interesting. Both, either, or neither. And 6, again, I have a sentence here. Neither of them are available. Neither of them is available. Neither of them isn't available now. Oh, which one? Watch the lessons and then tell me the answers here in the comments. And other than that, thank you so much for staying with me until the end. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.